On se retrouve pour une nouvelle vidéo, toujours sur 2K16. Hein. Euh, on va continuer donc la série. Là, on en est à notre 7e match sur 8. J'ai un peu augmenté la durée des matchs parce que comme ça, je vais faire un match par vidéo. Ce sera un match de 12 minutes. Je ferai un match par vidéo, ce sera plus simple. Ce sera plus simple pour moi. Donc voilà, c'est le 70e match de l'année. Pour l'instant, on n'a pas gagné. Je suis pas sûr qu'on ait gagné un match. On a peut-être gagné un. Donc voilà, on va jouer Memphis qui est un gros adversaire. Avec Marc Gasol, Mike Conley, Zach Randolph, Vince Carter. Toute la clique des Memphis. Je crois qu'ils ont aussi récupéré Matt Barnes à l'intersaison. Donc ça devrait être un... Je sais pas trop où on en est de la saison en fait, à part le fait qu'on en soit au 70e match. Parce qu'on n'a pas de classement, on n'a pas de calendrier pour voir où on en est. Enfin, à part qu'on en est au match 70, mais je veux dire, on sait pas forcément où on en est au niveau du ratio victoire-défaite. Donc c'est assez dommage quoi. Mais bon, peut-être que pour les saisons d'après, ça sera un peu mieux organisé. En tout cas, bon, c'est un match à domicile. Et ça serait bien de gagner un match, quoi. Parce que pour l'instant, on n'a pas gagné un. Et je dois avouer, c'est assez dommage. Bon, on va voir le 5 de départ. Normalement, il est assez classique à Memphis, à Mike Conley, Tony Allen, Jeff Green, Marc Gasol et Zach Randolph. Et bah nous, on va évidemment être sur le banc. Mais Phoenix, Brandon Knight, Tyson Chandler, Markieff Morris, et TJ Warren, Eric Bledsoe et Brandon Wright. Donc bon, on va avancer. Alors qu'on va avoir Beno Udry sur qui défendre. On le voit, le match commence très très bien puisqu'on... Eh ben on commence bien. On a voulu dunker sur la tête de la défense des Grizzlies, on provoque la faute. On prend. C'est 2 points faciles. On prend. And the Grizzlies leading by 9. Now Udry. Screen by Lee. Right side Randolph. Shot clock at 6. That one a little long. And the Grizzlies played so well against all the other playoff teams. Je vais la faire à Trevor Booker. Ouh. Eh ben voilà, je me suis vengé. Ah, dommage. Wright, il a pas eu le temps de monter qu'il avait déjà récupéré le ballon. Bon, c'est pas grave. At the other end. It was really a case, it looked like great It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there. Well, Phoenix, since the All-Star break, we get a look at the numbers they've put up. 5th in steals, 7th in three-point field goal percentage. And they're in the top half of the league when it comes to limiting opponents' offense as well.
And that ranking in the steals category, airtight perimeter defense, is one of the things that makes this team go. Their aggressiveness, for me, sets them apart.
You know, that's the thing with the Memphis Grizzlies. I mean, there isn't a team that gives them too much trouble anywhere in the league. They're good at home and on the road.
Alors, ce qui est assez bizarre, c'est qu'ils ne laissent même pas le temps de poser une attaque. En fait, ils te mettent direct le ballon monopolisé. C'est assez bizarre. C'est pas pratique.
And guys, it hasn't just been the scoring. I mean, they're playing tremendous defense too.
Pose même mieux ton écran.
Freak kicks it to Tucker. Pass to Lure.
Celui qui soit utile.
Some nice ball movement here by the Suns to the wing right side. He dishes it to Freak. Hits the front of the rim and out.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and
on est un peu bloqué par le temps.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we've got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot two. What a season for Alex Len last year. Came in looking to find
de Brendan Wright sur
a
Alex Len, l'Ukrainien. Peut-être permettre de prendre 2 points.
His minutes going up as well. I mean, played a lot more minutes, and he's a very complete big guy. With the added minutes, the production has gone up as expected.
En général, les premiers lancers francs, quand ils sont compliqués à mettre, les deuxièmes rentrent plus facilement.
Both free throws good from Len.
And a final remark, guys, on Len. I mean, his defense was the big benefactor. I mean, he was a force in the paint and a really solid rim protector.
On est mis tout seul à 3 points. On prend le rebond, on monte vite.
They got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Over to the wing. Here's Lure. He's covered by Randolph. Freak dishes to Booker. Len passes to Freak. Phoenix, no good.
Le ballon leur a brûlé les doigts là, parce qu'ils ont absolument cherché à s'en débarrasser le plus vite possible. Ça n'avait pas de sens ce qui s'est passé.
We've got 1:48 left in the first quarter. Randolph passes to Barnes. And stolen by Booker. Len dishes to Lure. He kicks to Tucker. To the left side wing. It's deflected and stolen by Wright.
Je vais jamais y arriver, je crois.
Here's Barnes.
Au fait que les passes hautes soient avec le triangle. Moi normalement je fais écran, enfin je fais jeu au poste là en général et ne pas pouvoir le faire, c'est vraiment pas un cadeau quoi.
Lets the three fly. Good on the shot.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
Bring music, scorching those nets. How long can they keep this up, though?
Tucker, the pass to Len.
Allez Alex.
Len soft on the front of the rim and drops.
Bon, on prend 15 points d'écart pour l'instant.
And the Grizzlies
On va dire que le match n'est pas fini, hein, mais bon, en même temps c'est Phoenix qu'on affronte.
There's 37 seconds left in the first quarter. And here's Barnes for 3. Shots good. Barnes has got a pair of threes now in the first
tout le
quarter
match là ou c'est quoi le truc?
This looks like a pregame shoot around with all the threes they're allowing.
I don't know. There might be more defense in the warm-ups. Right now, these are just shooting game shots.
And here's Booker.
Faites la passe les gars.
12-point outing in their last
Bien
game
joué.
against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
Oh, la passe dans le dos était pas mal.
He just could not be defended out on the floor.
Voilà. Voilà, ils vont jeter à 3 points. Ben Audrey.
And no good trying to get that one.
Bon match. Dire compliqué serait une hérésie. Je sais même pas. 28-10, il n'y a pas de mots pour dire à quel point c'est catastrophique quoi.
I do a lot that doesn't show up on the stat sheet. That's what I pride myself on. You know, some nights you're not gonna get the ball, but you still can be effective on the floor. Whether that's rebounding, playing defense, hustling, trying to create extra shots for your team, whatever it is necessary that I feel like help my team get a win.
Il y a des anglophones dans l'assistance, hein. N'hésitez pas si vous voulez traduire. Si vous le pouvez en tout cas. On va défendre sur Mike Conley, j'ai l'impression. Il y a eu un bug ou quoi? Putain. Ah non, ça va. J'ai eu peur qu'il y ait un bug. Bon, 46-25, hein.
Freak with it. Passes it tonight. Shot from 12. And the Suns miss again.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Here's Randolph. And Wright
Et
throws
on
it
se
down
fait
hard.
punir, ça joue vite du côté de Memphis, ça joue efficacement.
Oof, he is one of the most determined rebounders, Clark, we have got in the NBA.
Yeah, you're calling it right, Kevin. I mean, he gets so many second chance points because of how hard he works to get to the rebound.
Oh.
Stolen by Michael Conley. Lays it in off the breakaway. Mike Conley's got 10 points.
Boy, after struggling in the first quarter, he's come alive here in the second. You know, Dave Yeager, the coach for the Grizzlies, has really become a big-name coach quite quickly. You know, he's worked his way up the Memphis coaching ladder and has had a ton of success early on in his career.
Il n'y a rien qui rentre.
And Udrich gets the lead. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Freak.
And guys, Courtney Lee, not the most flamboyant offensive threat, but he's a steady player.
Le problème, c'est que pour l'instant, on peut rien faire. On peut pas envisager changer d'équipe ou quoi que ce soit. C'est impossible. Et pour l'instant, j'ai pas assez de VC pour pouvoir faire quoi que ce soit pour essayer de vraiment augmenter les capacités de mon joueur. Ouais, ballon monopolisé, j'ai rien fait quoi. Je peux rien faire, il n'y a personne qui se libère. Aucun système qui se met en place. Oh là là.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
Conley gets the bucket.
He's got it going here in the second, gaining momentum as this game continues to go.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter.
Bon, là, il veut que je la fasse. Voilà.
And stolen by Udrich. Drops in the breakaway layup. Udrich has got his second bucket tonight.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks.
Mais paye ton écran, quoi. Tu fais quelque chose, tu le fais le mur ou pas, là. C'est incroyable, quoi. 30 points, on n'a rien fait. Il se passe rien dans ce match, quoi. Offensivement, c'est une gabegie.
Feeds it to Udrich. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got his 4th assist in this one.
You know, usually teams go on runs and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks. But that's not the case here.
Well, it's about rhythm, and they put this run together on the strength of their mid-range jump shot. They might as well be layups with the way they're shooting. And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
And guys, it was a terrific understanding between teammates that made that possible. They really did read each other well there.
That's good.
Bon, on gagnera pas ce match, hein, ça c'est sûr.
Plan a screen. And Tucker kicks to Len. Lock at 6. Pass to Freak. Booker in the corner. Good ball movement here by the Suns.
Trevor Booker et Alex Len dans une équipe.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
Over in the corner, Lee. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Their last game a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
And really an emphatic win for them, especially considering that it came in an opponent's building, and there's no question it was their offense that carried.
Passe D, ça fait plaisir.
On va revenir à 28 points. Never relaxed or sat back, and as a result, they eventually pulled away.
Out to the wing. Jumper off the screen, and there's Udrich. That's good on the assist by Conley. Udrich has got 6 here in this quarter. There's the pick.
Ah, mais tu le poses même pas vraiment ton écran.
Now here's Freak, covered by Conley. Len, good.
Nice pass. He got the ball right
Faut
into
que
his
j'arrive
teammate's
à
shooting pocket. On
créer
time and on
du jeu,
target.
à créer des espaces.
Right,
Les
sets a screen.
joueurs de mes joueurs, quoi, c'est...
Out to Conley. And Zach Randolph gets the whistle that time.
Faute de Randolph.
That's his first foul.
Sa première faute. Bon, ils sont pas dans la pénalité. Bon, on va pas revenir. On va revenir à... Espérons revenir à 26 points.
Looking at Memphis, they want to turn it around after the loss to Los Angeles.
And with the number of turnovers they had in that game, guys, it was going to be an uphill
Shoot.
battle all the way.
Especially when you couple the turnovers with the soft defense they were playing. That's a losing combination.
Shoot,
They've
toi.
shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And Tucker kicks to Len. Here's Lure. From 13 feet, it goes down. Lure's got 4 points
Je
in the quarter.
suis effaré par notre façon de jouer qui est juste abominable, quoi. Enfin,
And through one half, it
ça
hasn't
ressemble
even been
tellement
close.
pas à du
It's the
basket.
Grizzlies running away with it. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
Ah bon, 62-36. C'est vraiment un match horrible, quoi. Qu'est-ce qu'il va nous dire, le coach?
All right, I want everyone's eyes up here. There are a few clear lessons we should have learned from that first half. Our rebounding has not been exceptional.
Non?
It's going to take more than a medium effort to win the battle on the boards, and so far that's the only
Bah
answer
déjà,
I've
t'as
seen.
une équipe qui a 58% et une autre qui a 38%. Donc à partir de là, ça devient compliqué. Ça devient compliqué.
Turning this game into a track meet might hurt us more than it will help us. I won't lie to you. This isn't
Salut
going to be
Jean1066,
I don't
bienvenue
care
à
what the
toi.
score is now or an hour from now. What I care about is that we go out there and play with pride.
On va essayer de jouer avec la fierté, mais bon là ça s'annonce tellement mal. Ça s'annonce tellement mal.
As we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but you know anything can happen.
Bon, les pom-poms, je vous les coupe, hein. On n'est pas là pour regarder les pom-poms, gars. 84-42.
Also making some changes. Brandon Wright's checked in for
On a pris
Gasol.
30 points d'un coup là.
Lee
J'ai pas
comes
compris
in
ce
for
qui s'est
Tony
passé.
Allen. And it's Udrich in for Mike Conley. Freak, he's in at the point. Then out there with John Lue. Then it's PJ Tucker.
Allez,
And
je
it's
crois qu'une
Booker
deuxième
and a two
faute,
go.
on va aller au lancer
That's who's
franc.
out there for Phoenix. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
And guys, something every
C'est pas une
team strives
nouvelle.
for is getting points off of turnovers, and they've done that here in both halves.
Oh,
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a
you got
lot
it
of
right.
fast break points.
And he's good on the second.
1 sur 2, ça sera toujours ça de prix.
Memphis has gone downtown 13
I
times in
love
this game,
Freak.
and they're just over 50%. 7 of
Je sais pas
13
si vous
on
voyez
threes.
en haut à droite, il y a marqué I love Freak sur des affiches.
Now Udrich, 13 points in the game. Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second.
Franchement, c'est vraiment pas un bon match. Hein. Je vous dis, j'ai du mal à vraiment me faire
And here are the Suns now. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Grizzlies. That one was played in Memphis.
Yeah, and last time out, they sort of shot themselves in the foot with the foul trouble. That was what led to them having such an ugly scoreline.
And Greg, the foul trouble was a big chunk of it. I mean, it's hard to mount a comeback when all your key guys, your main players, are watching from the bench.
Les écrans sont mal faits, les mecs ils te cassent la gueule comme ils veulent.
And the team is struggling because of it. He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them.
Je peux rien faire hein, sur un match comme ça. C'est si sur les écrans, il se passe rien.
Booker inside, covered by Lee. A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got his first bucket of the night. Memphis has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Wright sets a screen. The pass to Green.
Pas vocation à rester ami
Leaves on the wing.
Je sais pas combien de temps je vais devoir y rester, si je vais
Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Si je vais faire mon contrat routine de serment. Oh putain, mais qu'est-ce que c'est cette
And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession.
Je suis désespéré. Je suis désespéré. Je comprends pas. Je veux bien hein, que ce soit Memphis en face, que ce soit une équipe prétendante au titre, il n'y a pas de souci, mais alors, enfin, voilà quoi. Je veux bien que Phoenix soit une équipe en reconstruction. Mais de là, Tyson Chandler, on le voit pas du match. Brandon Knight, je le vois pas du match. Eric Bledsoe, je le vois pas du match. Je suis condamné à jouer avec Trevor Booker. Et ton joueur en carton, quoi.
People think he's got a lot of good stuff in his game already.
For Memphis, they have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. And he makes the first. Clark, Brandon Wright was moving all over the league last year, all over the map, traded twice, once from Dallas to Boston, then again sent to Phoenix where he finished up the season.
Kevin, he was only with Boston for 8 games after the trade. He seemed to find a better home when he was with Phoenix.
From 13, no good. And it's Memphis the other way. Moving on from this game, they're scheduled to take on the Lakers at the Staples Center. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. Here's Udrich, 15 points in the game. Trying his luck deep. Len grabs the board. And here's Freak. And that's not going to go. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Memphis out in front, just dominating this one. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next.
C'est tellement mauvais. Mais tellement mauvais. Je sais pas ce que vous en pensez sur Twitch. Hein. Me regarde sur Twitch, mais alors c'est vraiment ignoble. Quoi.
Bon, bah, je vais pas pouvoir voir. Adams is out there with Udrich. Then there's Ryan Hollins. Then it's Matt Barnes. And it's Stokes in at the force line. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Ok, donc mon ordinateur, c'est
is NBA jerseys with ads on them. It's something the NBA has explored more in depth.
Pas de me laisser de message, je ne fais rien pour le moment.
And with the ads on the jerseys,
Je parle pour les sommes sur Twitch,
well with the fans
pas
probably,
pour
but
ceux
around
qui
the
sont sur
globe,
YouTube.
almost every other league in the world has ads on their jerseys.
You know, the NBA has shown that they're willing to try new things with jerseys, much like they've looked at other issues. It started with the sleeve jerseys, and advertisements is just another area they're exploring.
Hollins kicks to Udrich. They set the pick.
Tu m'as écrit mais je ne vois pas qui tu es, je n'ai pas accès à mon écran pour l'instant. Je suis désolé si je ne te réponds pas, ne m'en veux pas. Je te salue si tu m'écris, mais pour l'instant je n'ai pas accès à tes écrits.
Over in the corner, Barnes. That's good, and it's Udrich with the assist that time.
La punition, quoi. La punition. Enfin, ne le pose pas vraiment ton écran, surtout, garçon. Voilà, ça c'est un écran. Bon, l'écran, le shoot est moins bon, mais au moins l'écran était bien posé, quoi.
Adams dishes to Stokes. Sinks the 15-footer. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Down low. Sims kicks to Freak. They set the pick. Off the pick. And he comes off the screen and slams it through.
Ah, ça défoule un peu, hein. Ça défoule. On va essayer de mettre 10 points, un peu, ça ferait du bien dans ce marasme. Dans ce marasme offensif, on va essayer de faire une bonne perte en mettant au moins 10 points, ça serait bien.
Dishes to Sims. Here's Lure. Plays it up and banks it in.
Au moins il récupère la balle, c'est déjà pas mal. Il a presque 50 points d'écart. Heureusement que j'ai pas fait tout le match.
To the paint. Here's Stokes. Well-timed pass and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Freak kicks to Lure.
Voilà, ça j'aime ça j'aime. Tu poses ton écran, tu bloques mon défenseur sur pic au centre, le ballon arrive, tu vas marquer, c'est la base.
And the Executive of the Year award is an honor. I mean, given yearly to the executive that was deemed to have had the best year with their roster, that is perhaps the hardest thing to evaluate.
Mike Conley's checked in for Udrich.
Allez, 4 secondes pour pas prendre un point.
Clock at 3. The 3 from Barnes. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here.
Welcome fans to the FIBA World Championships.
And so here's Memphis.
Oh,
kicks to Barnes. He feeds it to Stokes. And it's Conley penetrating. Stolen by Warren. Freak with it. Poked loose.
Ah ouais, d'accord. Il a pas bougé, mais il m'a pris le ballon. D'accord. Ok. Ok. Pas de soucis.
Adams' shot is off. And for the Executive of the Year award, it's hard to evaluate because for GM's Clark, it takes years of moves to reach a certain point.
Yeah, it's an annual award, but it's awarded for years of decisions, if that makes any sense. One big signing or trade isn't quite enough to win the award.
Offline with his 3. The Suns have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. And a wide open look for Freak. And again, it's the Suns missing. Grizzlies have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. They set the pick. Drive by Adams. And yep, couple bounces and it falls.
That was an outstanding kick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
Now here's Freak.
Move the ball and stick it too much.
It's still pretty early to judge. So far, the 2014 draft class.
Histoire de mettre des paniers, hein.
The top guys were as good as promised, and a lot of talent down later in the draft as well.
First one falls for him. With the 2014 draft class, Clark, it was so hyped up, a lot of teams probably didn't care that they were losing some games at the end of the year as they themselves were testing some younger players on their roster.
Yeah, agree with you wholeheartedly there. And you look at the guys from that class, many of them have started.
Allez, un point des 10 points.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
Adams, the pass to come.
Quoi?
It's good and he drew contact on the
Faute de quoi? Mais faute de où?
And guys, one thing sometimes gets lost. I mean, Mike Conley is a proven winner. Remember, you go back in high school, won 3 state titles, and the one season at Ohio State led them to the national title game. So that aspect of what he brings, the intangibles, you're going to be a winner if Mike Conley's on your roster.
Phoenix, no good that
Ouais,
time
maintenant je
either.
crois quand
No
même.
doubt
Je prends
he's
tous les ballons
struggling
pour aller
right
jusqu'à
now
10
from
points.
the field. Let's see if he can get it going
On
this
s'en
quarter.
fout. De toute façon, on a perdu là. On a pris 50 points dans la tronche. Oh là. Ah, les archi Goodwin quoi. On joue, mais c'est. Je pense qu'on doit pas avoir un ratio offensif, enfin un ratio de victoire très brillant parce que pour qu'on fasse jouer des remplaçants dès le 70e match, c'est un problème. C'est que on est en roue libre, on n'a plus rien à foutre de la saison. On fait une espèce de Denver Nuggets comme cette saison là. Allez, plus que 2 mois avant les vacances, on est tranquille. Bon, j'aurais perdu pas mal de ballons, 6 ballons.
There's the screen. Here's Barnes. 6 on the shot clock. There's the feed to Hollins. Left side, Adams. Puts up a 3. Another miss by Conley.
He's still looking for his first 3-pointer of the second half after making just 1 in the first.
And here's Freak.
Allez, pose-moi un écran.
Ouais,
mais va vers le panier. Va vers le panier. Tu vas prendre un shoot compliqué là pour rien. Tu vas vers le panier. Tu seras tranquille.
Conley, the pass to Stokes. They double in with Freak. Conley into the lane. Hollins kicks to Barnes.
Ouais, Barnes.
No one covering.
Mais Barnes, il nous en a mis plein la tête. Barnes, il nous en a mis plein la tête.
Now, Freak.
And something that's been whispered about around the NBA is expansion. We know there are some markets that want desperately to have an NBA team. The NBA might not be at 30 teams.
Ce match est tellement pourri quoi que c'est affligeant. Je trouve pas de point de satisfaction quoi. Ce match est d'une tristesse.
A lot of different options for expansion. Don't think any will be acted on anytime soon, though.
And on the bench for the Suns is Jeff Hornacek, probably one of the tougher coaches in the league. He'll bend your ear if you make mental errors.
Puts up the baby hook, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Stokes has got 6 in the quarter.
Enfin, jouer avec John Lehrer, quoi.
We've come down the
home
home
stretch
stretch
in
in
this
this final quarter. Len sets a screen for Freak and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Ouais, quasi que des blancs dans ton équipe. Mais non, ça veut rien dire. Ça c'est raciste comme. Mais salut à toi, Your Supers Super Pository.
Although Hornacek saw all that success in Utah, this is a homecoming job for him because he started his career in Phoenix.
That free throw missing.
Check out the stats for Freak. 9 points, and he's done a good job distributing the ball as well.
And you can't really place a value on what that means to a team. His passing has really helped their cause.
And Phoenix making a change here. Warren's checked in, and Memphis also making a switch. Udrich is checked back in.
You know, it hasn't always been the case in the NBA, but parity is at a great spot right now.
Alors lui, il est nul. Oh là 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 là. Ah, il pousserait au suicide lui tellement il est mauvais, John Lehar. Oh là là. Ah, faut qu'il prenne sa retraite, hein. Faut qu'il arrête la NBA de suite, hein, parce que... C'est la seule chose positive que t'as faite.
And that small change makes a huge impact on the defensive end.
To the inside, over to the left wing. Stokes inside. Lures there, and it's going to be a 3-second call.
Ouais, ils ont pu faire tourner leur banc là, les Grizzlies, pépère. En mode détente, hein, sans trop de pression.
And for the international rules of goaltending, players are allowed to touch the ball after it hits the iron, even if it is over the cylinder.
I'm not sure if the NBA is going to adapt that rule, but I think it wouldn't be a big deal to adapt it because there aren't a lot of times that play happens in the game.
Voilà, 5 passes, 5 points dans un match. C'est... Salut Steve, bah non ça va pas, on est en train de se faire ridiculiser là. C'est vraiment un match pourri quoi. C'est vraiment un match pété quoi. Mais sinon individuellement au moins hors jeu ça va très bien.
And with that whole concept of playoff reseeding, so often we'll see a second or third seed team get a 6th or 7th seed team in the second round. Meanwhile, Greg, the top seed plays the 4th seed no matter what.
You know, I think in a few cases,
comme ça tout le monde ira bien.
C'est
vrai que c'est fun.
And quite frankly, I think it also puts more value on the regular season if that number 1 seed could play a 7th.
Il avait réussi à faire quelque chose de pas mal. À la limite, garçon, si t'étais allé dunker, ça aurait été mieux. Là, au lieu de faire un shoot pourri là, à 2 mètres du cercle, là, tu vas me l'arracher le cercle. Là, t'es au top. Remarque, avec moi, il a bien scoré des points.
And he makes both free throws.
11 à 66.
For Memphis, they've gone 8 of 16 from the field.
Ah ouais, mais FIFA 16. Je l'ai FIFA 16, mais j'arrive pas à marquer en fait.
Down low, here's Hollins. Can't hit from in close.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight.
Oh, ben. Oh, la grosse faute de Matt Barnes. C'est un peu le garbage time là, il y a des fautes dans tous les sens. Mais alors là, celle-là, elle est vraiment vilaine quoi. Elle est vraiment très vilaine. Non, c'est sympa de jouer à FIFA de temps en temps. Pas trop non plus, parce que normalement ça peut vite faire rager. Mais c'est sympa de jouer à FIFA.
He's one of the best cutters in the game, moves well without the ball, so
bon,
I think his future is bright nonetheless.
Mais sinon, bienvenue à tous ceux qui sont là et qui n'osent pas parler peut-être. N'hésitez pas, vous êtes les bienvenus.
In March, had 18 points in one game, 17 in another. The last game of the year, he chips in with 6 assists. So now it's up to him to put it all together on a more consistent basis.
And again, Memphis no good.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the defense has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull that trigger. You've got to be in his face and not give him any space.
And you can see, Clark, that he has garnered the attention
Bon, individuellement, je vais dire, on aura quand même fait un bon match. 10 points, 4 rebonds, 6 passes, bon, 6 ballons.
He shows active hands when he's near the ball, but he can also be a bit lazy as a defender and gambles and reaches too much.
On fait individuellement un bon match, voilà quoi. Tout est relatif hein, quand on prend 30 ou 40 points dans la tronche. Mais bon, voilà quoi.
1:27 left in the fourth quarter. Barnes passes to Stokes. 5 on the clock. Memphis needs to get off the shot here. And it's Matt Barnes with a 3.
Matt Barnes quoi, mais le mec. Si on remonte là, ouais, mais à 1 minute 15 de la fin, ça va être chaud quand même. Hein. Ouais, tu vois, l'autre il est tout seul, je lui fais une passe, il est pas capable de le mettre tout seul, tu le ballon à Matt Barnes, le ballon il t'en fait un... Il se bonifie quoi. Ça paraît fou, mais hein, Matt Barnes qui bonifie un ballon quoi. Alors que le mec c'est juste un catcher quoi.
That's impressive on one side, but embarrassing on the other side, Greg.
And one of the league's truly special talents making his mark. Once again, another great performance for Gasol. Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor.
C'est juste qu'il aurait pu me la faire derrière. Hein. Je dis ça, je dis rien, mais je l'aurais peut-être pas marqué, mais au moins... Ça finira, c'est pour une faute. Hein.
Checking out the game TJ Warren is having. He has 8 points, and he's come up with a couple of nice steals today, too.
Salut Gaëtan, 59-59. Bienvenue à toi. Je sais que tu parles pas, mais bon, je te salue quand même.
And he can't hit the second.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Now here's Barnes, guarded closely. Here's the screen. He dishes it to Hollins. Here's Udrich. He kicks it to Stokes. That's good. It's Udrich with the assist that time.
And you can hear the disappointment in the crowd tonight, but we saw a team that was just ready to do battle in this arena. They clearly wanted this road win.
Crystal clearly. They came in here determined to steal this game, Greg. Their effort level, I thought, was outstanding, and they just took care of business.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Bon, 10 points, 5 rebonds, 7 passes, 2 interceptions, 1 contre, on se fait 578 points d'XP. Pas mal.
Well, Mark, it certainly seemed like you guys came out early on with a mindset to seize control of this game. Was that your plan?
Yes, and we started out that way, and that was limped away a little bit. So, we're learning, we're getting better, and just a process.
Thank you for the time, sir. Guys, back to you.
Tu vois que les mecs ils ont enregistré le de Marc Gasol dans un match parce que quand tu vois les effets sonores derrière, c'est bizarre quand même.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Émission d'après-match. Bon, ça on va la cutter hein, parce que je pense pas que ça vous intéresse.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Marc Gasol.
Well, Marc Gasol is right in the middle of the conversation about the best centers in the NBA. If you're talking strictly about defense,
14 points, 3 passes, 5 rebonds. Ouais, petit match quand même. C'est pas un match foufou quoi. Je fais quand même de meilleurs stats que lui. Hein.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage.
On montre des images, c'est même pas Marc Gasol pour les stats. Vous êtes sérieux les gars? Faites mieux votre truc quoi. Bref, On va se quitter sur ce match. 3 sur 12 au tir, 4 sur 6 au lancer en 26 minutes, 6 ballons perdus. Ouais, vraiment pas un bon match. On va pas aller plus loin au niveau des matchs. Parce que comme je vous l'expliquais plus tôt, vu que j'ai augmenté le timing des matchs pour pouvoir faire un peu plus de stats, pour pouvoir engranger des WC. Attendez.
Hey, how are you?
Good to see you again.
My pleasure.
Freak. Great game last night.
That's what I do, right?
Indeed, have a seat. Pagnotti.
How you doing?
Thought you'd be selling used cars by now.
Funny, comedian. I thought you would have invested in some new clothes, being a team owner and all. I see you still rocking that Goodwill look.
Freak, what are you hanging around with this guy for? You know he's bad company, right?
Got no choice. He helps me pay the bills. Plus, our mother loves him.
Thank you all for coming by on such short notice. So you know why we're here, right?
Not really.
You want to negotiate an extension for Freak, right?
Well, since you mentioned it. Your client is quickly becoming a liability for this organization.
We've already put a plan in place that's going to address all your concerns and issues.
Let me finish. Thank you. Myself, the front office, and the coaches are not satisfied with the adjustments you've made in your life off the court. I personally warned you about the company you keep, and we're fed up with the late nights and showing up late to shoot-arounds and the bad press and the incident at the nightclub. I told you Vic was going to be your downfall, and I was right. Something has to change now, or we're not going to need your services any longer.
Hey, if this is about that Twitter stuff, Vic was playing. Okay, it was a joke.
It's not about that. It's everything.
Like I told you before, Vic is my best friend. I can't just cut him off. He's practically family.
Not really.
What exactly are you trying to say?
I'm not trying to say anything, Dom. I'm saying it. Freak and his friend Vic are a problem for me and this organization.
Non, j'ai pas de choix pour l'instant. J'ai pas eu de choix. Ce qui est assez dommage d'ailleurs.
I'm only seeing one solution.
I agree that Freak may need to make some adjustments in his personal life off the court, but that's a learning process. We both know that. But this almost sounds like a threat. And Dom Pagnotti doesn't take too kindly to threats. Is this a threat?
Call it what you will.
We all know that Vic is a problem. The only person who doesn't seem to realize that is my brother. I'm sorry, bro, but enough is enough.
I don't have a problem with what you're saying. I have a problem with how you're saying it. Now, I know we can come to some understanding without all the ultimatums or threats.
Can we all come to a understanding, a compromise?
No. No more compromises. I already warned Freak. I told you. Don't be a hero. Cut that zero. It's cut Vic loose, or we trade Freak. It's that simple.
Genre le problème qu'il y a, t'es obligé de l'avoir, bah ouais. Ça fait partie du scénario.
Freak's reputation precedes him.
No, because of Freak's God-given talent, his reputation precedes him.
Everybody's been talking. Dom, you know how this works. This is not about you and me and our history. This is about your client. Help him.
You're talking as if I'm invisible. You're talking around me, about me, but not to me. Vic has always had my back. And I've given this team everything I got. I practice hard. I play hard. Yeah, some nights I got it, some nights I don't. Some days I might even show up a little late to shoot-arounds. But every time I'm on that court, I've always given my best. And I see how it is, though. I mean, us players got to be loyal to you, but you don't have to be loyal to us players. Try to give me some father and son talk, talking about how you love your players and how you look up for them. Come on, man. You trying to cut me off like you cut off Izzy. Don't you have people loyal to you no matter what? People you can't cut off? Well, that's me and Vic. Vic and me. Y'all insist, really. They could tell me stop hanging with Vic. What makes you think they won't tell me stop talking to you? You remember in 7th grade? Some guys were trying to jump me over some girl. Vic was the one to get some friends just to walk me home. When they came, we went at it, but I wasn't alone. When I got my scholarship, it was Vic who put the word on the streets that nobody should mess with me because I had a future. Vic was protecting me. And sir, I know Vic is crazy. But before all the hype and the lights, media, fans, it was just me and Vic.
He's always been there. I mean, if y'all don't like that, I don't know what to say.
It hurts me to say this, but I see his point. What you don't understand is that the league doesn't have your back anymore. Not like they used to. They try, but it's too much. Social media has changed everything. And this last incident with Vic, that was the final straw.
It was a joke.
It wasn't funny. You know it wasn't a joke. Vic was defending you, stepping in to protect your honor by attacking another teammate like that? Talking about his manhood, his wife, his kids, his family, so you can be the big dog on the court? It's uncalled for.
And they all know your relationship with Vic, so they think it's coming from you.
But that's the media blowing everything out of proportion as usual.
It's not just the media. He's attacking other players, other teams. He's out of control. Vic just doesn't know how to behave.
We got guys on our squad who don't want to be here because of that beef. There is no place for that kind of inappropriate behavior in this league. If you can't trust your teammates, who can you trust?
What Vic is doing isn't right. He's bringing you down, and people can see it. I see how all the other players are looking at you. It's not cool. It's not cool at all.
What, don't talk to him? Don't hang with him?
You do what you got to do. That's your call. But let me tell you this. You asked me if I had friends that I couldn't cut off? Yeah, I did for a while. Friends, business partners, girlfriends, wives, family that I thought I couldn't cut off. But I learned that sometimes you got to make the hard decisions. I mean, some of these people, they were just bad for me. They were bringing me down. They weren't making me better. They were good for the time that they were there, but I grew up. Not in age and maturity, but in mind and spirit. I was ready for the next level in my life. And I'll be honest with you, I've been on the receiving end of that. I've been cut off before myself, and yeah, it hurt at the time. But looking back, they were doing the right thing for me. Just don't tell my ex-wife that, Pagnotti.
So what's the next move?
The next move is Freaks. It always has been. Question is he ready and willing to do what needs to be done?
This is messed up.
You take a moment to think about it, but think long, think wrong. The snafu should have been cleaned up a long time ago. With or without you, we got games to win.
Freak, gotta handle your business.
Okay, you've all set up. You might cut me off as your manager, but I will always be your sister. Twin, this is on you. You might not like it, but I will respect any decision you make.
Alors on a des trophées mais on sait pas à quoi ils servent en fait. pour l'instant j'ai pas regardé.
Yvette, please.
Cece, Yvette. Where's Dom?
Dans ton cul.
I had him call you.
Why?
I'm gonna cut right to the chase. My brother is deeply in love with you. And I'm ready to put our differences aside if you want.
Really?
On a string.
I'm with it.
Team Freak.
Team Freak.
Alright, so if you're gonna be down with the team, I gotta show you the dap.
For the dab.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
1, 2, 3, shoot, switch.
Switch.
Again, play.
Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3, switch.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Like that.
Cool, right?
Yeah.
C'est tout? On peut péter cette cinématique. Oh là 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 là. Bon, apparemment c'est tout. Donc je disais, on va se quitter pour aujourd'hui. Je reviendrai demain dans la journée. Donc voilà, j'ai juste augmenté, comme je vous disais, le temps des matchs pour avoir le temps de faire des points XP et pour pouvoir améliorer mon joueur, pour ne plus galérer comme je galère à l'heure actuelle. Donc voilà, c'est pour ça que mes streams seront moins longs. C'est pour ça que mes streams seront moins longs, voilà. Donc je vous souhaite à tous une bonne soirée. Si vous voulez aller checker sur YouTube, vous pourrez aller. Je vais vous mettre le lien en dessous de la vidéo, en dessous de la page Twitch pour ceux que ça intéresse, voir ce qui s'est passé dans les épisodes précédents. J'essaye de mettre une vidéo par jour, parce que pour l'instant je peux. Donc voilà. Sur ce, je vous souhaite une bonne soirée et je vous dis à demain. A plus.